Unboxing videos. Basically, where you just pry open a box and bring out the goodies, hopefully, inside. That sounds boring. So we'll add some first impressions as well to spice things up a little bit. The KBear Diamond has been released for a while, so high chance that many of you have already watched or read numerous reviews of it. Nonetheless, we gotta do our due diligence now that we've finally got our hands on one. So, without further ado, I'm Kazi, this is Tanhurst Tech. We are watching the KBear Diamond unboxing and first impressions. Let's talk about the packaging itself. It is quite large for a $75 IEM, and the earphones and accessories inside are rather well protected with precise cutouts and foam padding up top to minimize risk of damage while shipping. Inside, you get the IEMs themselves, a total of 7 pairs of ear tips, 5 of them silicone and 2 pairs of foam tips, and a rather nice carrying case. The 2-pin silver-plated copper cable, 8 cores apparently, seems decent, but I have a few observations. Firstly, the Y-split doesn't have any strain relief, and secondly, it tangles quite a lot for such a thick cable. On the plus side, it's rather soft, easy to manipulate, and the memory wear is quite malleable. The PU leather carrying case has plenty of room and is quite a looker, but unfortunately this particular design isn't practical if you prefer carrying earphones inside your jeans pockets. The unsightly bulge, no pun intended, will surely look awkward. The ear tips are wide bore and best complements the sound of these IEMs. For aftermarket tips, I'd also recommend wide bore tips. I'm using JVC spiral dots. So let's talk about the build. Dense and substantial are 2 words that best summarizes the Diamond's build. The main housing is CNC cut aluminum with a greenish gray powder coating that gives a unique feel in hand. Add to that the carbon fiber backplate and gold nozzles, and the KBear Diamond does stand out among its peers. No, this is not yet another resin shell IEM, and boy am I glad for that. The 2-pin ports are recessed, which is basically how they should be on all IEMs in my humble opinion. There are 2 vents, one beside the 2-pin connectors and another at the stem of the nozzle, curiously enough. The weight of the IEMs can potentially be an issue. This is something we will further explore in the full review. So let's talk about the sound, finally. The driver inside is quite unique in this price category, being a diamond-like carbon diaphragm driver. The general sound signature can be summarized as V-shape, well done. Let's elaborate. The sub-bass is more prominent than the mid-bass. I personally don't like this kind of bass response, as it tends to make this bass sound detached from the rest of the sonic landscape. A bit of 2.1 subwoofer effect, if you will. Some enjoy this presentation, but it's not really my cup of tea. Bass extension is excellent, however. The leaner mid-bass has the added bonus of not bleeding into mids. But then again, it does rob female vocals of some of its fullness, and snare hits don't really sound that substantial. While the lower mids can sound recessed, making male vocals sound distant, the upper mids are boosted just enough to bring back some clarity and the necessary pina gain, and also add some mid-range presence, especially in terms of female vocals. String instruments are a strong suit of the KBear Diamond, albeit taking a step back in the overall presentation. Meanwhile, it's there without ever imposing itself. You'll hear cymbal hits, hi-hats and triangles, etc., but they don't stand out as much as, say, the Tin T4. This of course helps in avoiding listening fatigue, but robs the Diamond of some sparkle up top as well. Speaking of trade-offs, soundstage seems fairly closed in, and imaging performance is something I will get back to it during the final review. And that is a wrap. I'll listen to the Diamond for another 2 weeks, and then hopefully we'll see how it fares in this crowded space. Stick around, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.